Hi my angels, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kaushal. It rhymes with social. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this very vampy, glampy, autumn, fall, pumpkin spice latte kind of inspired makeup look using a whole bunch of products that I'm loving at the moment, new products as well as old products that I'm back in love with. So if you want to see how to get this makeup look, then please keep watching. So I'm going to start off by using some of this Wishful Get Even Rose Oil. I've only used this maybe 3 or 4 times and the scent is definitely very different. It smells a bit more like natural, if you know what I mean. I do love how moisturizing it feels on my skin, and it does instantly give me glowy moisturized skin. I've never actually put this on underneath makeup before, so we'll see how it goes, but I do generally like using a facial oil as my moisturizer. I'm just gonna let that sit on my skin for a couple of minutes before moving on to primer. And I've got a whole bunch of like new products and things that I was either loving like years ago. There's like a mixture of stuff in here because I feel like I get stuck using like my favorite products that I forget to try out new things. So today is gonna be a different day and we're gonna be testing out a lot of like new stuff as well as discovering old favorites again. And of course, this is gonna be quite an easy fall, autumn kind of makeup look as well at the same time. I feel like it's been a couple of minutes now and I'm going to move on to primer. I'm going to use the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. I've used the like original that this comes in, so it's like a little like pot and it's kind of like a balm. This is the liquid version of that, and you don't really need a lot of this, but I'm just going to press this into the usual areas of my skin, mainly like in the center of my skin, and then pushing it outwards. Also, I know how much you guys love it when I film in natural daylight, so that's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm gonna move on to foundation, and I wanna show you guys my favorite foundation combination at the moment, and that is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better foundation, and this has actually got skincare benefits as well. I'm using the shade Medium Warm 32, and then into it I mix my L'Oreal Paris True Match foundation. This combination together is stunning. It's stunning in pictures, it's stunning in real life, and it's just, I really hope you guys can see it on camera how it looks. But I'm getting about a pump, oh, let's just get 2 pumps of the IT Cosmetics foundation. I think it's quite a new foundation as well. And then mixing in my trusty True Match. I'm just gonna get, actually, do you know what? Let's just get 2 pumps of that. Pushing that into the skin. On a side note, I actually love mixing True Match foundation into pretty much like any foundation that I have. I feel like it just gives such a nice kind of skin-like finish to pretty much any base. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see exactly what the skin is looking like. It's given such a beautiful like level of coverage. To be fair, you can't really see my freckles through this, so the coverage is pretty good. You can still see my like little beauty spot here peeking through, but it's so lightweight on the skin. You can't feel it at all. Let's see if we can go in a little bit closer. Here we go. Oh, I love it so much. For concealer, I'm going to take the Code 8 Seamless Cover. This is in the shade NW15. I really like this concealer, but I do feel like it oxidizes like crazy on my skin. I'm going to get a little bit on the kind of like inner corners of my eyes. You guys will see in a second, it will literally disappear. But I just love the finish of this. I feel like I need to get a slightly brighter color because I do like my under eyes to look nice and bright and lifted. So just to brighten that up a little bit, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Concealer. This is in the shade 322, and I'm just going to add like a couple of dots just here. And like, I don't know whether you guys can tell, I feel like on camera you can't really see it, but these areas that I've applied it has pretty much disappeared. I do genuinely feel like it lives up to its name because it is very seamless, but the L'Oreal one is quite full coverage. But I'm just gonna start blending all of that out as well. I totally forgot to prime my eyelids, so I'm just gonna take the same L'Oreal concealer and get that onto both my eyelids and then blend that out as well with the same beauty blender. To set everything in place, I feel like I'm really late to the bandwagon in the sense that I've used this powder before, but I've forgotten how brilliant it is on the skin. This is the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. It's got a really unique kind of texture to it. So it is a powder, but as soon as you put it onto your skin, it feels like wet. It's super duper unique, but I love the way it looks underneath my eyes. So I pick it up on my sponge, I actually press it into my hand and then press it on underneath my eyes, and it gives a really nice like cooling effect on the skin. But I don't know whether you can see, like this area's got a little bit of like a shine to it, and this is completely like matted it out and even kind of slightly blurred that area too. And I'm just gonna get a little bit more. Do the same for this eye. And whatever's left, I'm gonna put it on my chin and eyelids. I'm gonna leave my base like this for the time being and move straight onto my eyes for a really easy autumn fall makeup look. And I actually came across this blush, and it is called Blushed Copper from Becca, and this just looks stunning. And I love the consistency of the Becca like highlighters and blushes, and I just thought this is going to look amazing on the eyes. But then I also, oh my god, I got foundation on my trousers. But I also got the new palette from Kaylee, who is on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, and this is her new brand Cash Beauty, and I love the tones of this. So I feel like I might just like do a bit of a mixture maybe of an eye. And I also love that the fact that there is a matte black in here. I love an eyeshadow palette that has a matte black. And look how huge these pan sizes are, they're brilliant. I will leave a link to all of her socials, including her new makeup brand Cash Beauty, and please go and check her out and follow her because she is incredibly talented. Now, I feel like I'm just gonna start doing my eyes. I'm gonna take the shade Fade, which is right here, and get that into the crease and start building that color up until I'm happy with the way that it's looking. That is surprisingly so easy to blend out. That was really, really quick and easy to do. I feel like I didn't even mention the name of this palette. This is actually called the Secret Treasure eyeshadow palette. But I'm going to take the shades Wreck and Forbidden, which are the darkest two matte shades, and I'm going to start adding that colour onto the outer thirds of my eyes, and I'm going to try and really smoke that out. I actually can't believe how easy those shades were to blend out. I feel like they didn't skip at all, and they look really, really, really nice and blended into all the other colours that I've got going on. Now, I feel like I'm gonna dip into this shade over here called Gemstone. This is a very beautiful like orange gold, and I'm gonna get this onto the inner third of my eyes. This shade has definitely had a little bit of fallout, but I feel like it's probably better to apply this with my finger. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of that on my finger and just push that in. Oh yeah, this is like so much more foiled now that I'm using my finger. And I'm doing the same to the other eye as well. Oh my god, it's got like this molten effect when you use your finger. It's such a unique kind of formula, I want to say. It's very creamy as well. I'm going to take this blusher shade from Becca, it's called Blushed Copper, and I'm going to get that to the middle and centre of my eyes, make sure it's blended out into all the other colours. I'm just blending a little bit of that Fade shade into the crease just to make sure everything's nice and blended in together. And now I'm going to take the shade Wreck and get that onto my lower lash line. This is giving me very kind of pumpkin spice latte vibes. I'm just going to make sure that the outer corners, I feel like this one may be looking a little bit darker than the other one. I'm just going to sort that out very quickly. For mascara, I am using the L'Oreal Air Volume Mascara. I feel like my eyelashes are going through a bit of a weird moment. I feel like all my hairs are falling out. I have no idea why, but this one really gives me that length and that volume, and it doesn't weigh my lashes down either. So I've just done my brows and my lashes off camera, and for my lashes I used the Jamie Genevieve and Tati Lashes TL3. They are probably one of my favourites at the moment. And then for my brows, I used the Bobbi Brown Perfectly Defined Long Wear Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Espresso. And then I topped it off with some of the 24-Hour Brow Setter from Benefit. I feel like my eyes pretty much look perfect. I love the warmth and oranginess from that Becca blusher. Let's just add a little teeny weeny bit more of that on, because I feel like sometimes when you get your eyelashes and stuff on, especially for my eyes, I feel like all the colours just get hidden away. But I do like this orangey tone coming through. I feel like it looks really nice and perfect for autumn and fall. I feel like I'm going to do a bit of a cream contour because I haven't done one in ages. And the last time I used this product, I was like, I forgot how good you were. This is the Matchsticks from Fenty Beauty, and this is in the shade Truffle. I'm going to get some onto an angled brush. I'm just going to start pushing that into the areas where I want to have a bit more of a contoured look. Forehead as well. And then on my jawline too. And then I'm just gonna very slightly get some onto the sides of my nose. And that does look pretty messy, but I'm gonna get over with my beauty blender like this. I just like to go over with the foundation end of my beauty blender, just to blend everything in. There we go. For bronzer, I'm taking, like, I feel like I'm taking it back old school, and I'm using my Bahama Mama bronzer from The Balm Cosmetics. I love this guy so much. I've forgotten why I stopped using it. It's such a beautiful bronzer. You can definitely go a little bit heavy on it by mistake because it is quite pigmented. It doesn't look that pigmented like in the pan, but it is a very, very beautiful bronzer. For all the areas that I've got that cream contour on, and this is just gonna set everything and just intensify certain areas a bit more. Am I the only one who loves doing makeup in a really, 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 really tiny mirror? I feel like that's the only way that I can. Whenever I have like a huge mirror in front of me, I feel like I have to go like really like close up to it. But is anyone else with me on this? Like I feel like I can do my makeup so much better in a small mirror like this. Again, just going over with my beauty blender. For my blush, I wanted something orangey as well to match and go with the tone of the eyes. So I'm taking this Bare Minerals blush right here. This is in the shade Bellini Brunch. And I'm just going to get that into the apples of my cheeks. Let's just add a teeny weeny tiny bit of this guy. I mean, that's very pigmented, so I'm just going to tone it down a little. Now for highlighter, I'm going to take it back again, old school, and I'm going to use Opal from Becca. This is probably one of the most OG highlights ever. It's got a little bit more of like a cooler tone compared to Champagne Pop, but I thought that this would go really nice with this eye look, and yes, I am loving the way this is looking. A little bit to the bridge of my nose. Cupid's bow as well. And then I'm also going to add a tiny bit to the arch of my eyebrow. You can totally do a winged eye with this look, but my eyelids are definitely getting droopier, so I tend to stay away from the winged eyeliner, and if I do, I just do like a little fake one. I don't have anything in front of me, but I'm pretty happy with the way the eyes are looking. And now that my base is all done, let's just add a little bit of setting spray. I'm going to use this one right here from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I got something on my nose. Okay, so the base is all done, and I'm going to move on to lips. I've got two lip options right here. This is something a little bit darker, and this one is something a little bit more nude, but do you know what? I think I'm going to go in with this shade. This is the MAC Powder Kiss Liquid Lip Color, and this is in the shade Make Love to the Camera, and I feel like it'll go really nicely with the eyes. I feel like I've never used this formula before, so this is like a full-on first impressions. So let's give it a go. Ah, it's very moussey. I can tell already how comfortable this is going to be. It's been a long time since I wore a dark color like this. I think I'm obsessed. I thought I would need a lip liner with this, but I managed to get a really clean look using just the like doe foot applicator. It's got kind of like a dip in the middle, which sits really nicely on your lips. So this is the end of this makeup look. I love the way that it is turned out. I'm just obsessed with the eyes, but this lip, my god, it is so comfortable. I really, really, really want to try some more colors out in this range. If you guys actually want to see a full-on swatching video of these particular MAC liquid lips, then please let me know in the comments below. But I'm not gonna lie, generally when I film a tutorial for YouTube, I usually take my makeup off within the next like 2 or 3 hours, but I feel like I'm gonna keep this on. I love how beautiful it looks, not only on camera, but also in real life. The skin is just loving, loving, loving this combination of foundation as well. I feel like there's a lot of love going on in this video, but that is everything from me. As always, all the products that I've used will be listed in the description box below. And please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you are missing out on any of my new uploads, then if you hit the little bell down there, it will notify you every single time I upload a new video, which is generally 2 times a week. I feel like that's everything from me. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and hopefully see you all in my next one.